Hi, I'm Subu bringing crafting to you and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making a box card using the bird and branches set. Now ahead of time what I've done is made my own DSP. So what I did was I used the smaller stamp of the branches and these leaves, and I stamped it all around and then stamped these on top of the branches, and then I stamped off filling in some of the blanks, and also for the back part of it I did the taller branch with some of the little branches coming off and then use the leaves to go round that, so it's going to look like a tree. That's my idea. So first of all we're going to start off with a piece of card that measures 9 inches by 5.5. You're then going to score that at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, 6 3/8 and 9.5. So you've scored it at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, 6 3/8 and that was 8.5, I think. Yes, that's 8.5. And then that's on the longer side. Then on the shorter side you're going to score that at 3 inches or 2.5, whichever way you want to do that. Okay, so we start off with this. Now what you want to do is not bend this over and score on this line. Leave that till the very last, and we're just going to bend those down, but we can cut first. So what I'm going to do is cut up each of these score lines. So I'm just going to cut up this. If you've got some really long scissors you might be better with that. You could also do this on your trimmer, which I sometimes do, but I'm just going to do it today with my scissors. In fact, I'm going to use my sharper scissors. I save those for gluing and things and cutting glue, and I have done that, and they are a bit sticky. So I'm just going to cut down each of the shorter score lines. These are, so this is the 2.5, so you're cutting down the 2.5 ones. So cut down each of these and cut down this end one. Like that, and then I'm just going to notch this up at the end there, and we'll just notch it at the bottom there. Okay, so now we can score these lines. So I'm going to use my bone folder to score these lines that we've just done, so they can be scored. And the last one. Okay, now I haven't done this previously on box cards, but I thought I'd do it today. I'm going to round all my corners, so I'm going to round there, fold it, round those, fold those, and that. So this is with my trio punch that I'm doing these, but as I say, you don't have to do this stage, but I thought I'm going to round the corners today. Okay, so that's how we've got it so far. Then I'm going to decide on which one is going to be the back. So this is going to be my back, I've decided. So I'm going to stick my back piece on. So I've got a piece of Very Vanilla that measures 5 3/8 by 2 inches, and I'm going to round the top corner of this. And you want 2 pieces that side, because one will be for the back for you to put your sentiment on and your writing. So I'm going to put that on the back there. So I'm just going to we'll do that first. So I want to create a nest in my kind of tree. So that's my idea behind using the bird and branches. So this is for a male. So I thought I'd do a mailbox card. So we're going to glue that on there, just leaving an equal increment all the way around. Okay, it's about even there, and to do that. And then these I can now fold down, so I can score those down now. So I'm happy to do that because I know which one I don't want to score down. Okay, and that's going to glue on there. So I'm going to put some tape on there ready to glue that down. So that will be on there ready. Let's glue that down. Okay, oops, cut into my card there. I'll cut that bit off now. I've half cut it off. That's it. Move that out of the way. Okay, and burnish that down with your bone folder so it sticks. Right, so now these parts are going to be folded down. So you want to cut your piece that you do in your DSP, or you could use this ordinary DSP rather than making your own. So you again want 2 inches wide by 2 3/8. So I'm going to decide how I want these to go. So that you want 3 of those pieces that side, and they're all going to go down. So I think I'm going to make it look like the tree's facing up. So that bottom there, I need to round that. So I'm going to do it slowly so that I can see how I want them rounding. That's it. So that one's going to go on there. So I'm going to stick that on as we go. Yeah. So just make sure that that is equal increments there, and which way round. I'll have that going like that, so it's the bottom that I want to round again. Okay, that's better. I'm just going to glue on there. So again, making sure that we've got equal increment all the way around. Oh dear, I just slipped with that. I'm going to lay it down, so I've just got glue on there, so just wipe that up a bit. That's better. Then I can put this down, see what I'm doing. Okay. There, and then I want this one going up like that, so I'm going to round these at the bottom there. Okay, so they can go like that. Let's put this one on here. Again, equal increments all the way round, like that. Okay, and that's going to fit round there, like that. Now I've got 3 pieces, and these measure 3 1/8, and I've scored them at 1/2 inch. So I just turn it round and scored them at 1/2 inch. Just make sure that they fit, yes. And so I've got 3 of those, exactly the same, and these are by 3/4 inch. And so just bend each of those like that, and then we're just going to put the red tape on there. Just got some stuff stuck on my red tape, so I'm just going to cut that little bit off. Should have really alcoholed my scissors to get them clean again, really, because now I'm struggling a bit cutting, and I will not cut with my best scissors on here because you get them in a right sticky mess, your scissors, and I don't want my best scissors getting in a sticky mess. So I'm actually putting these right against the fold like that, against the fold, and open this out as well, getting that little bit, cut my cord there, right against that fold, and there. So I've made a rectangular box before, but I haven't made the square one, so I thought I'll make the square one as part of my fun fold. And just got those there and there. That's it. Now I'm picking up all bits. Should have swept them out of the way. It's okay. So just go over when you're using the liner tape. Never mind, I didn't do that. I should have done that against the fold, but it will still work because I'm putting glue on anyway, so it won't be bad. I've been having a really strong migraine headache, and I'm not thinking clearly. Okay, I've been suffering with it for several days. Okay, I'll get those off. Just put them to one side. Okay. That. And then the last one. Okay. So what I'm going to do, just hover these in place. So just going to see whereabouts. So that one's gluing there. So I think I'm going to start at the front and go towards the back. So what I'm going to do is put this on here, spin it round this way. Let's see, I've just got to make sure I'm getting this absolutely right. Oh, I want to do the outside. What am I doing? I told you I'm not thinking clearly. So for the outside, I want to put them on first. So I'm just going to move my 3 pieces out of my way. I want to put these on here. So these are going to be stuck on here. Again, they're the 2 inches by 2 7/8. So we'll just put these on for the bottom. So they're the opposite side to your other ones that you put on. Just make sure you get a equal increment going all the way round. And you can put, because I've done the branches all different ways, you can put them any way you want, up which way up you want them, because I've kind of done it so it's not really directional. So that works out there, just equal increments. And then this one here, Now it will lie flat for you to put these on, so I could have put them on after I've done my box because it will lie flat. But I just wanted to put them on first. Okay, so I've done that now. So this, of course, for the back, I've got the piece that's going to fit on there like that. And that will be with my sentiment on, and I might do a bird on there. I've not decided, but I'm not going to put that one on until I finish the card and I'm giving it out. Okay, so this is wrapping around like that, like we saw. That's the back piece, and so I'm going to stick it on this one. So I'm just going to go a little way down, so about 1/2 inch down. See that I've got that 1/2 inch down, and I stuck it not far enough back. I was sticking it to the fold and I shouldn't have been sticking it anywhere near the fold, should I? It's going to be one of them days. So you want to leave a gap from the fold, so I'm going to put it roughly about 1/2 inch going away from the fold like that. So that works now. So then I can pop that on there when I bring it together, but I'm just doing this side to start with. Then I'm going to put another one, and now I've got this guide to go for. I should have put some glue on the others as well, never mind. I will put this so that it butts up to that one there. Okay, so that goes up to there, and just again see how this is doing. Yeah, and now we're going to have to glue it together because this here is going to be covered up by one of the other pieces, so I need to do this. Take this off. Okay, and seem to have got a piece that's stuck under there. So I'm going to stick some glue down there because I can't get that off. Okay, and stick some glue down here. So this is going to bring around. Done this in the most awkward way possible, I think. Gonna bring those two together. There we go. So that's there. And now we can line these up. So we need to bring that in, and I'm going to stick some extra glue on this. It's hard for you to see this, I'm afraid. And whereabouts is it? So at 1/2 inch away. Push that into place then. Okay, and stick some more glue down the side of this one. And that can, need to straighten that up. And that, it's hard to see with the camera in the way for me, I'm afraid. Okay, and then we've got the last one to put on. And you can do this when you have glued the box together. Sometimes it's easier to do that, sometimes it's easier to do it when it's flat. But I think I've made it an awkwardest way I can possibly do today. Again, I'm just going to put it up to those others that have gone in there like that. And that's why I needed to stick that, because as you can see, that's stuck over on that one. So you just need to get those in, and that looks as though that one's moving about. So let's just put these down And I'm just going to go in with my bone folder, just get that adhering properly. That's it. Turn it over, bring that up, make sure they're done as well. Okay, so we're getting to look like we're part of a tree now, because that's my idea. And then I'm going to put the nest. Now I've decided to stick the nest so that it's not at the front, that it's going to be on the middle one. Now I've got some little pieces of the cinnamon cider, so I've made mine in cinnamon cider, and I'm just going to attach a little bit of the cinnamon cider to the back of these. Now you can use some acetate to do this. I'm just going to use my cinnamon cider. I've got little bits left over, so I'm going to utilise those little bits. So I'm going to just stick this practically in the middle, now like that, and just go over the top with that, peel that off, and then stick my cinnamon cider directly on top of that. You can see I've got a little bit out of the edges, so I'm going to tuck that to the cinnamon cider, so we don't want that sticking to anything. Okay, so I've got that now, so that is going to stick on there like that. So put my bird, can put my bird in there now. What I've done ahead of time, so I'd done the nest and I've done the birds. So I'll just run over the colours that I've used. So for the branches, I've done early espresso, and I've also done the birds in early espresso, and then I've used my bumblebee that I got with my paper pumpkin, and I've gone over the top of those with the other stamp, because it's a 2-stamp bird. So I've gone over the top with those, and I think they look rather pretty. So I've done plenty of feet, so I've cut out the feet. Whether I'm going to use the feet, I've not decided. I've got some eggs as well. So, and also I used the die to cut out this branch. Now I've used Real Red, and for this I just used my markers. So I've done cinnamon cider on the branches, because I have cut these out with the Very Vanilla. So I've coloured it with the branches in the cinnamon cider, the Real Red little cherries, apples or whatever, and the leaves are just jade. So what I did is I cut 2 full sets out of those, and then I wanted some little sprigs. So whatever bits of spare paper that the card that I got, I just cut some little bits. So these are what I've just used, and I still use this. So I just cut out little bits with the scraps of cards, so that I've got some little bits to play with as well. Okay, so I'm going to stick with my bigger dimensionals. I'm going to stick on my my nest now, so I'm going to just put that in there and then fasten this down, coming off there now. So my nest is stuck up there, and then I want to disguise it a bit, so I want some branches coming off. So I'm going to stick some glue down these and stick some branches coming sort of from the nest. So I'm using my little sprigs of branches. So at this point I'm not sure quite what I will need, so I'm just sticking some little bits, and then on the next one I'm going to stick some coming out here as well. So there'll be some little branches there. Let's see if I've got a bit longer one. I haven't, I'll use that. Oh, I've got a bit smaller one here, so anything that I've got for the moment, and I can come back in and use more in a minute because I need to see what it's looking like. I think I'm gonna actually stick that on my bird's nest as well, so that's looking, if you can see that, that's looking like that so far. And we're going to have a bird now, so I'm going to perch my bird on there. So I might actually have his feet coming off, so I'm going to glue some feet onto here. So let's just get that on there and put my feet on. So he's got some feet going off, and then we'll glue him to the nest. So he's going to be perched on my nest. Now just close your nest up every now and again just to make sure that it's free. So I can see that I can go that way or that way and I'm still all right. So that's an important thing to do. I'm going to have some eggs in my nest. So this time I'm going to put these on the front, the dab of glue, because I want them to stick up, just poke up there. And gonna again stick some on this. Now what, that was Seaside Spray that these eggs are in. So we'll have them like that, and I've just got one more. And I think I'm going to pop that on the back of these two so that it's kind of giving it that 3D effect there, that the eggs are there. And then I want a bird facing the other way to be on there, and I think I'll have some legs on here. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back there and pop some legs on here. So I'm popping some legs on the back of there, and this bird can sit on the edge there. So I'll put plenty of glue on there, and this bird can sit on there like that. Okay, so did my bird fall a bit, so don't want my bird. So I've got my birds looking like that, and I think I'll have these little feet. So I'm going to have some little feet on this bird, so put him on there. And what have I just done? I've picked up those little feet. Are they those? No, where did I just put them? Oh, there, they fell out of the way. So I'll put those little feet there, and they can go, I think I'm going to have them perch on the back there, and I think I'll have him on a dimensional, so we'll hold together, so that will hold his feet in place as well. So just put a dimensional on the back of him, and whoopsie daisy, we'll stick him right on there. I think it'll be on there. And then we're going to work in some of these branches. So we've got this back one that we can put these on. So just going to put the sprig of branches on the back and just have a look where we're going with this. Just make sure that you can close it either way. So I'm going to have that sprig holding there. So it's coming out there, and I think I'll have another sprig going out the other side. So just going to put some this time on the front of here, and that can go on there like that. Whoops, my bird's falling off. My glue's not drying fast enough for me. Just get that to get that in there. And this bird's come off, so Where are we? You are not. Where's my bird gone? That was facing that way, that bird. So where's he gone to? Oh, he's there, look. Can't see you all shouting at me. Let's put him there. So I just need to hold this a second or two so that it's going more there. So you can see that I've got lovely birds in the branches. I have got a little bit more that can go there as well, so I'll just pop that little bit more on. That can go on there. A bit fiddly when you're doing the front ones to get the glue adhered. There we go. So that's my birds in branches. I've yet to put a happy birthday on. I have got another bird that I can do down at the front as well with some feet. So what sort of feet have we got? So you really shouldn't put 4, but hey ho, I'm going to break the rules today. So we're going to stick this bird's feet on and go down there. So I've got the perched on a branch, and I'll do the same with this one. I'll lift him up on dimensionals, which will catch his feet in that so they won't pop off. Just have him there, and he can be perched on this branch down here. So I'll have him perched down there. So all I've got to do now is stick my happy birthday on. So I can stick my happy birthday there, and or I can have my happy birthday on the sides here and decorate it there. So I think I will finish it off. So I'm going to get a happy birthday. So a nice font of happy birthday. Let's see what I've got. See if I've got anything in my grasp that I can do happy birthday with. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There's yes, there's a nice little happy birthday on Potty Punch, so I'm going to do that one. It's in there. So do that, and we'll have just a spare bit of card that I've got. So there's my block. I put my feet on in case I was going to do any more feet, and I decided not to. So I'm going to do this with the early espresso to match in with the rest of it. So just bring my happy birthday in like that and see if it does all right. Okay, that's lovely. And I think I'm just going to go for fussy cutting this. So I'm just going to do this around here. Put that around there. Don't want an absolute corner on that bit. And then we'll get some little dimensionals. So where's my minis? I love our minis. They come in really handy to actually get those little areas. So like that one, there's a little area, and here we go with one there, and I think I'll put one more on there. And that can go in the middle, I think. Okay, so there's your happy birthday on there. And then let's see what else I've got. Now, I just love these grandkids. I just think these are not only for grandkids, but I think they're suitable for your son and daughter as well, or any relations you've got. So I'm actually going to go with So Proud of You, and I'm going to take the amazing to an amazing, and I'm not going to have obviously grandson to an amazing. Right, so this is what I do when I'm doing this. What have I got on there? Oopsie daisy. Right, so just put that one out of the way so I don't lose it. So this is where our actual Stampin' Right markers come in well. But because I'm wanting to use early espresso, I'm going to try and just get this on the edge here. So I have succeeded, apart from I've just tipped on to the grandson. So just going to, you couldn't see that, apologies. So just going to tap this on. There we go. So we've got To an Amazing. Okay, and again, I'm just going to come in and fussy cut this. Okay. Sorry, am I out of camera shot? And let it fit on here. I think I'm going to try and angle that on there. So I'm going to see if it'll lift off with a tiny bit of dimensional. And this is where your minis again come in, because there's lots of edges on your minis that are quite nice for cutting up. So I'm going to cut up this here. Hope I've done that thin enough. Let's have a look. Is this it? Oh no, that's it. So it might need to be a little bit thinner than what I've cut it actually. All that. Ooh, I might just get away with that. So I'm going to go for that. Okay, and just put this on the back. Got to be good now, because I've got to make sure that it just goes in the centre of this. There we go. So it's going in the centre, and then I just want this at an angle just over here. I'm taking that right to the top. To an Amazing. So that's going like that, and then of course let's just move that out of the way, and we want some. So a family party, is that? Yeah, family party. Now I'm disappointed that this stamp set has gone, because I hope you picked it up, because it's got everything you need on here. There is actually in the kits currently, there is something that is suitable, that has got nephew and has got the male, not got the daughter or anything like that on it, but it's got the male. So then I'm going to go for that and fussy cut around the sun now. So I'm just going to be as straight as I can, and that off there. And let's see, I'm going to put that up on the mini dimensionals as well, so I'll put a few on the back of that. Okay, there we go. So just put that piece under there like that, so that's it. You're an happy to amazing son and happy birthday. So I hope you like that. I think that looks nice with the branches in. If you want to put some more branches in, you could put some more branches in to hide your birds a bit more. I might thicken that out with putting some more on. I've not decided yet, but I'm quite happy with that anyway. I think you'd see it more like that, but I think that's quite nice. Okay, hope you liked that. Please subscribe to me and share my video to help me get more subscribers, because I can't do lives on to a YouTube until I've got 1,000 subscribers. So please help me towards that. Share and make it go further so that I can get that. Thank you very much. And don't forget, the back, I've got the piece ready. It's identical to the one in the front, and I'm just going to stick my sentiment on that and maybe some of the branches coming off of the bottom. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate that you've stopped by. Hope you enjoyed that project. Be back with more crafty goodness another day. Thank you. Bye.